Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to create, open, add content, and delete text files using PowerShell. I am going to use 3 different commands to achieve this. Each command performs slightly different functions, however, they are similar in some ways. The first command will be the set content. The second command will be add content. The third command will be out file. We are going to start with the set content command. First off, I'm going to type a string. I'll call it file1 contents. We'll put it inside a double quotation marks. Now we type in the vertical bar and our command set content. Then we are going to type in the path or the directory or location where our file will reside. So we're going to put it under C drive in our PowerShell. I created a PowerShell folder, so we're going to put it in our PowerShell folder. So the name of the file will be file1.txt. So this is our text document or notepad document. Now we're going to run the script, and this will compile and generate a file under that folder. So if you go back to our C drive under PowerShell, we see we have a file, and inside the file we have the content. So now I am going to attempt to add more content to my file. So I will go ahead and copy the previous statement and paste it. I'll change the content. I will call it, let's call it more file1 contents. So this should be, if it works, this should be a second sentence or line on our text document. Let's see if it works. Now you can see that the previous line is no longer existing. It means that our set content command overwrites the file entirely. So it does not add, it only overrides, and it will only update the most recent statement. So you could have 2 statements or 3 statements. It will only update the most recent or the last statement in that hierarchy. Now we will move to the second command, which is add content. Let's see how it behaves. I'll type out a string that reads file2 content and a vertical bar, then the command, which is add content. Then we'll put in the path where this file will be created or saved, and it's going to be under the C drive in our PowerShell folder, and the file name will be file2.txt. So when we run the script, we should find our file2. It's created, and inside it has the content. Now what I am going to attempt to do is to see if this command can add, well, as the name suggests, can add more content to an already existing file. So I'm simply going to type out a new string and then run the program. Now if you see, the new information has been appended or added onto the existing information. So indeed this statement or this command can both create a file and also append the file. Okay, I am going to clear out the screen because it's starting to look congested. So we are moving on to the third command, which is out file. Now let's see how this one behaves. So I will do the same. I will type out a string. We will call it, or rather it will read file3 content and vertical bar out file command, then the path, which is the same folder, and then the file will be file3.txt. Now I'll compile or run the script. Now we go to our folder and we can see indeed file 3 is there, and inside it has the correct content. Now I am going to see if I can add more content to the file. So now if I run the script, you will see that the information we had before, it's erased and it's replaced by new information. So our out file command can overwrite a file. However, it also has the capability to append or add. So let's add a new, okay, I'm gonna first change my string to file3 content, and then there we go, it has overwritten the previous one. So now we are going to add or append, and we simply do this by typing hyphen now. If we change our string, you are going to see that we're going to have a different string which is updated on our file, and there we go, we have a second line of text in that file. Now we are going to look at the get content commandlet. Basically, it retrieves the contents of an item at a location specified by the path. So we simply type in the commandlet and then the path. So we are going to retrieve content from a file named info that I've already created and saved in my folder. As you can see, we have Tom, Bob, Tim, and Betty as content of that text file. Now I'm going to copy the contents of this file and effectively paste it into a new created file using the set content commandlet in conjunction with the get content commandlet. Let's see how that works. Simply type get content, specify the path of the file to retrieve the content from. So I'm just going to copy the previous statement and then type in the vertical bar and then the get content, or rather the set content commandlet together with the path of the new file we want to create. I had already created file 1, 2, 3. So basically it's just going to overwrite whatever I had in my file 1 document. So I'm going to run the script and it's going to overwrite the file 1, and as you can see we have now new content. Remember, the set document commandlet can actually create a file from scratch, so it doesn't really matter, it will overwrite whatever file that already exists, or it will create a new file. Now I'm going to use the add content commandlet together with the get content commandlet. Let's see how this behaves. So when you run the script, you'll see that in my file 2, before we run the script, I have the following content. So now if I do run the script, it is going to append. Let's see. You'll see that it appends the new content. It adds it. It does not overwrite. So that is the power of the add content commandlet. It appends information on an existing file. We are going to do the same with the output to file commandlet. So we are just going to edit our second commandlet in our statement and type in out file, and then we specify the path, and then we need to append that file, or else it will overwrite. So we put in our parameter append, and we want this to be on our file 3. As you can see, our file 3 content. So now if we go and run the script, we go open our file 3, we should have, well, something didn't work as predicted. Let's see what happened. Oh yes, I put in the wrong file name, so we need to put it on file 3. So we run the script again, we go back to our file 3, and there you have it. We have appended the new information on an existing file. Now we are going to go ahead and delete some of these files that we've created. So let's go ahead and see how we do that on PowerShell. So we're going to type in remove item, and then we're going to specify the path to that item we wish to remove. So it's going to be the files in our in our PowerShell folder, and then we're going to start with the file 2 text document. Run the script, and as you can see, just like that, the file is gone. Now we can do the same for file 3. Run the script and we go back. As you can see, file 3 is no longer. Now we can do the same with the file 1, and we have managed to delete all the 3 files with that commandlet.